The impeachment motion of Rigathi Gachagua is definitely going to pass through in the National Assembly, because at the National Assembly we've had allegations of members being bribed. In fact, we were told that each member was given 300,000 to conduct public participation. You know, when you are giving that money, you will ferry your people to a hall and they will dance to your tune. If you want them to say that Rigathi must stay, they will do the same because you are the ones who hired the vehicle for them and they are being paid some money. Those are allegations that some of them have been proved to be true. If you want them to go and shout that Rigathi must go, that is exactly what they will do. We saw the kind of mayhem that was in the Bomas of Kenya. It is going to pass, but all eyes are now at the Senate level, because many experts believe that members of the Senate are a little bit sober compared to the members of the National Assembly. And it is believed that Rigathi Gachagua might have a reprieve when this reaches at the Senate level. And in this video, I want to reveal to you why Rigathi Gachagua might just be saved at the Senate level. Before we do this, allow me to request you to subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell. You can also give this video likes. It helps spread the video and help us share our videos. I want to thank you in a very special way for your continued support. Number one, Senate is going to be the trial chamber. And if you listen to some of the Senate members, they are saying that they are going to listen to the submissions, because after the National Assembly, they are going to sit and scrutinize the allegations against Rigathi Gachagua. After that, they will decide very soberly on whether to impeach Rigathi Gachagua, to sustain it, or to kick it away. Listen to Senator Boni Halwale.
Mimi siwezi kuja hapa leo nisungumza mambo ya impeachment motion, kwa sababu sisi katika seneti ndio tutasikiza mashtaka, ndio tuamue ikiwa ataenda ama atabaki. Nikija kwa matanga nianze kusema deputy president aende, sasa nitakuwa jaji gani huyu mwenye hujapewa mashtaka, hujasikiza na tayari umeamua? We are going to listen to the charges fairly to ensure kwamba katiba ya Kenya ifanye kazi.
Number two, you all know that the ODM members of parliament are now working very closely with William Ruto's UDA party. And they have already taken a stand and a position that they are going to impeach Rigathi Gachagua simply because Rigathi told off Raila that he would not step his foot in State House. They believe that Rigathi played a very pivotal role in killing the people when Azimio went to the streets to demonstrate against Ruto's presidency, simply because Rigathi pronounced himself and he was saying that the demonstrations were meant to ensure that their businesses collapsed. But in the Senate, we have seen senators who have taken a paradigm shift and they are not working with William Ruto. For example, members at the National Assembly are defending Adani deal. But we have seen these members of the Senate from ODM who have defied orders from the boss, and they are scrutinizing and rejecting Adani deal. Listen to Senator Richard Onyonka of Kisii and even Edwin Sifuna, who is the ODM Secretary General, giving John Mbadi a lot of pressure to explain what Adani deal entails.
People are being fired from work. Look at those workers. Go and see them when you're traveling.
Chair, point of order, Chair.
Can I have sad what we are going to receive a letter through you, Chair, from any other company other than Adani requesting to do this project?
The answer is no, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. I would like to table. I have 3 letters. which were written by two different companies. Adani was the third one.
First, I'm just giving.
CS is wasting our time.
You are equally also maybe wasting my time.
There's nothing we are discussing, John.
Please, let's respect each other.
Allow the CS to.
If you ask me a question, I've come here. This is a matter of national importance, for heaven's sake. Let us be
the reason why I am reacting to you the way I am is because you've not even seen the
I have not come here.
And you're busy responding. Stop gatekeeping.
I've come here.
These things you can't gatekeep anymore. Stop gatekeeping.
And please,
we must deal with this issue nationally. It's a national important
here
issue.
Supply information to you.
Chair, Honorable CS, now you are heckling. You are out of order.
You're equally heckling me.
This is the tradition of ODM to echo.
You are out of order.
Chair, you can.
If the CS is tired of answering questions by the representatives of the people, let him tell us. Let him tell us. He can walk out and come back on a day that he feels his temperament is something that is befitting of a cabinet secretary of the Republic of Kenya. This is Parliament. We are not here to be nice to each other. You are saying you are giving answers to the public. Those public don't ask you those questions anymore. They ask us. We are the ones elected by the public. So, Honorable Chair, I think the CS must apologize for throwing a tantrum here. Yet we are here on serious business to be able to find answers to the questions of the public.
Please, our brother, what has just happened to you? What are you saying? That they don't have to do that? That is exactly the crux of the matter of Adani. That is it, Bro John. If you don't see it, then we're wasting our time here.
If that kind of pressure is anything to go by, then it means that some of these senators are not going to blindly impeach Rigathi Gachagua at the Senate level. They are going to scrutinize, they are going to listen to the submissions, and they will make a very informed decision which will be substantial, which will carry substance, and they are going to ensure that the allegations that were leveled against Rigathi Gachagua meet the bare minimum threshold in accordance to our constitution. They are going to ensure that we raise the bar so high so that anytime we will want to impeach a deputy president in future, then we are not going to level such baseless allegations. So they're going to ensure that a difference between a deputy and a president is not going to influence the decision to ensure that all Kenyans suffer simply because two people are in disagreement. Number three, we have got senators who simply believe that William Ruto is bad. They have seen the way William Ruto is conducting his politics, and they know that it is William Ruto who has leveled all these charges, or who is engineering the charges against his deputy, and it is his scheme to ensure that he kicks out Rigathi Gachagua. And Rigathi has stood out as a person who is now opposing a government within. He's saying he doesn't know anything about Adani deal. He's saying that he's against demolition of houses. He's saying that things like abductions are things that he cannot support even at the cabinet level. I want you to listen to Senator Okia Mutata saying that William Ruto is such a liar that you cannot trust him.
10 years, Ruto has been in jail. I have a very, very low opinion of Ruto. President Ruto is the kind of guy that if he looked into the mirror and the image he sees looking back at him, he will deny it's his image. He will say, I'm looking into this mirror and I'm seeing a fox. And I remember when he was in Korea, I told President Ruto, before you come back, look at how many presidents in South Korea have gone to jail.
The third reason why I believe that senators might just decide to save their face and to save Rigathi Gachagua is because they want to show the National Assembly that they are a sober house, that they cannot be influenced by the executive. They want to show that they can be likened to the Senate, the House at the USA, because when we were drafting our constitution, we took that system, and I remember there was this fight where which house to be called the upper house, the upper chamber, and the lower chamber. There's that tug of war, and the senators want to show that they can do their work diligently because Kenyans are watching them. The members of parliament at the National Assembly have lost it at the public, in the court of the public opinion. We now see them as people who can be bribed. We now see them as people who are now dancing to the executive. They are people who cannot give us laws of substance. And the Senate might just want to might decide to show the National Assembly that there's a big gap between you and us, and they might want to do it in such a way that when history is written in this country, it will go down that the Senate members of this season saved Kenyans of a constitutional mayhem, because we need to make laws that will stand the test of time. So with that tug of war, the battle between the National Assembly and the senators, and the urge to show Kenyans that Senate is a place or a house of orders, a house of honorable members, might compel them to ensure that they give us the best. They want to ensure that they will be counted, they will be responsible, they will be accountable when they are asked, what did you do? They don't want Kenyans to see them as failures. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is a house of only 47 members. Rigathi Gachagua, I understand, only needs 17 members of the Senate to be safe. And I believe with the sober minds of Okiya Mutata, Cherargei, people like Onyonka and Edwin Sifuna and Boni Halwale, if they realize that some of these charges are frivolous, they are definitely going to save Rigathi Gachagua. I know that this is a legal process, it is a political process, it is a constitutional process. We count on our senators. But you never know, money can also play part, because there isn't anybody in this country who has got no price tag. And William Ruto has captured these institutions, but I believe that the Senate can save its face. The Senate can give us and pull a surprise.